African origin of world writing systems. The greatest myth of world history is that Africa was a continent without writing. This myth would have the world believe that Africa and Africans were always illiterate. Writing is recognized as a social technology that facilitated culture, religion, technology, and memory. It has been recognized by the Westerners that it is through writing that most civilizations record their history, memories of the past, or at least provide us records that we can use to write history. It should not be a surprise that Africans had writing early in their history, because the majority of the world's languages originated in Africa. In 2011, Dr. Quentin Atkinson argued that all the languages spoken today date back to a single mother tongue, an ancestral language spoken in Africa 50,000 to 70,000 years ago. In my new book, The African Origin of World Writing Systems, you will learn the history of writing in Africa and how this social technology was spread throughout the world as the Kushites advanced across Eurasia. The African Origin of World Writing Systems is the first book to explain how Africans popularized the use of a syllabic writing system among various and different populations of human beings that were developed into the first alphabet writing system. You will learn that although people speaking languages belonging to diverse language families such as the Semitic, Dravidian, and Niger-Congo, the writing system they used as the model for their scripts was Denite. The Denite writing system may have originated in our valley. It is somewhere between 6,000 and 7,000 years old. African origin of world writing systems is divided into two parts. Part 1 discusses the writing systems of Africa, beginning with Denite, which was used by Africans to engrave symbols on the Great Sphinx. We review the various writing systems used by Africans in East and West Africa. In addition, there is a discussion in Part 1 of the writing systems African slaves took with them from Africa to the Americas. Part 2 of African Origin of World Writing Systems illuminate the history of writing in Asia. It explains how Dravidians and Pontites, or Semitic speakers of East Africa, introduced writing into South and Southeast Asia. In this part of the book, you learn that the Nagari script, used to write Sanskrit, was invented by the Ethiopians. In the final chapter, you will learn about oracle bone writing of China, which is also of African origin. African Origin of World Writing System is the book for you. Its telling of the story of writing in Africa will be illuminating and mind-blowing. It will give you the factual information that although much of African history can be learned and maintained through the oral traditions, there is a dichotomy for the use of writing in Africa. While Semitic speakers used writing in their everyday affairs, the West Africans had knowledge of writing, but this social technology was usually maintained among members of secret societies. You can order African Origins of World Writing Systems from Amazon.com. Get the book. You'll love it.